So in the early 90s, my parents were not thrilled with the school options in our neighborhood. So they decided to send me to someplace better. I would wake up at the crack of dawn, hop on that cheese mobile with all my other Black friends, and we drive an hour and a half to the number one junior high school in Brooklyn. Now, there was only a handful of us, so you could imagine how terrified we were as we approached that predominantly white school. It was terrifying. But eventually, we became less exotic and more cool. But I think the fact that we were exotic made us cool. But regardless, our reputation started to rise. Every year, the school would host a talent show. And, kids would do everything from singing to dancing to drama, just to kind of showcase their skills. That first year, we decided that we were going to be brave. So a few of my friends and I formed a girl group, and we decided to sing En Vogue's Hold On. The only matching outfits we had were a pair of jeans and our 5th grade bright yellow graduation shirts. We got up on that stage and we sang our hearts out. We didn't look the best, but the crowd loved us. We obviously thought we were the shit. So for the next talent show, we decided to come bigger and better. We choreographed a routine to Boyz II Men's Motown Philly. But this time we made sure that we came correct and the outfits were looking good. So we borrowed our dad's dress shirts and we had ties and we had some baggy jeans just to kind of complete the look. And again, the crowd went crazy. So crazy that for every other talent show, they placed us in, they made us the last act because the anticipation of what we do next kept everyone in their seats. So now we're in the 7th grade. Early on, they posted the sign-up sheet. Everybody was excited. I kind of held off talking about what we were going to do because I figured everybody was brainstorming individually. As we got closer to the date of the show, I was like, hey guys, what are we doing? What's the plan? Like, I'm ready. And my 3 friends looked at me and said, well, we have already started rehearsing. We have a routine. We're good. And I stood there with tears welling up in my eyes and I thought and said, what? I'm out? They kicked me out of the group. I was absolutely heartbroken. But on the night of the show, I decided that, my pride wasn't going to let me hide. So I walked into that auditorium with my head held high, my chest puffed out, and I sat in the back row. People came up to me and they were like, hey, why aren't you backstage? Which only made my blood boil even more because they were pouring salt on that open wound. So my three friends come out on the stage. And in that moment, everything became clear. They started to dance to It Feels Good by Tony, Tony, Tony. Now, there wasn't a 4th Tony, hence me being the sacrificial lamb. I sat there scowling, but they were damn good. After the show, people ran up to them, congratulated them, and I kind of hung back for a little bit. But I was a mature 7th grader and, decided to give credit where credit was due. So when the crowd dispersed, I walked up to them and I said, y'all were all right. And I think in that moment, they realized how hurt I was and how they'd wronged me. And they apologized and we hugged it out. As 7th grade girls do, it was water under the bridge. 8th grade comes and we knew we had to go out with a bang. So we donned our denim matching outfits, all different colors, but we were looking good. and we did an amazing routine to TLC's What About Your Friends? How apropos. 30 years later, I am still friends with two of the Tonys, and not a day goes by about that one time that they kicked me out of the group. Thank you.